Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here today looking at Mercado, a game by Rudiger Dorn and Cosmos that plays in about 30 minutes for 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up. And since Mercado is a Spanish word for market, as you might imagine, you are going shopping. Yes, you're not going thrift shopping though. What? No. None of that's taking place here. Instead, you are going shopping for fancy things in order to improve your reputation, because you'll track reputation points on a track. And as soon as you pass a certain threshold, everyone else must acknowledge how awesome you are. Your reputation is outstanding. How could we have thought otherwise? Is it time to go shopping? Yes it is. Here are the components in Mercado, set up for a 2, 3, or 4 player game, with the only difference in the player count being the number of player markers that you are going to stack at the starting point on the reputation track. Now, the starting point can be anywhere you want. You just place this marker somewhere, and that's where everyone will start. So you can create different starting conditions in each game that you play, and you'll have a slightly different experience based on where you start. You can also flip the board over, and there are some extra symbols on this side, not on the other side, that will make for a more challenging game, which I can explain once you actually know what's going on. Everyone starts on the same space on the reputation track, and as you gain reputation, you will advance on the track, gaining a bonus or a penalty if you land on a space that's indicated as having one of those two things. If someone lands on top of you, they do not get that bonus or penalty because you have already taken it for yourself. That's one consideration that you'll take as you're scoring points during the game. As the rounds proceed, you'll move forward on the reputation track. Maybe you earn 2 points for blue, you land on this 3 marker, move ahead 3 spaces. You land on this, you gain a counterfeit coin. That's not so good. Land on the 2, go ahead 2 spaces. And the round that someone passes the starting mark, that will be the final round of the game. Everyone continues to take turns until everyone has taken the same number of turns, and whoever is farthest ahead on the track after that final round wins the game. How do we gain reputation, you might ask? By buying things. We each have our own purse with a color-coded identifier that is filled with wooden coins. We each start the game with the same coins in our bag, and it's time to take those coins to market. The first thing you can do on a turn is play a privilege token, but you start with no tokens in your possession, so let's ignore that for the moment to get to the heart of your turn, which is drawing 3 coins from your bag. And you reach into your bag, you cannot peek, you pull out those coins and put them in front of you. In this case, I got a copper, a silver, and a turquoise coin. I did not realize turquoise could be made into coins. Perhaps it can. I have not researched this yet. You have 5 of each of those in your bag, along with 5 gold tokens, which are gold color, and 5 counterfeit coins, which are black, because they're not made from a precious metal. I guess they're rocks or coal or something like that, and I'm not sure why you have it in your bag. You don't really know they're counterfeit, I suppose. You're going shopping, you're going to pull out these coins, and then you look at the merchants and the items in front of you, and you see what you might want to buy. And each item has a cost on it. This one costs 2 silver and 2 copper, 2 gold, 2 copper, 1 of each of the valuable coins, any 3 of a kind. This lady here, 3 of a kind. This guy, 3 different coins, because, I don't know, I guess he likes variety. 3 different coins here gets me no points, but it gives me a bonus, 2 turquoise and a white. The white one is a special token, which can count as any of the other 4 types of coins. Okay, it's a one-time use. As soon as you use it to buy something, it goes away. You must have white to buy some things, but otherwise you could fill it in and pretend it's something else. So if I also had a white one along with these, I could go over here and buy this violin. Okay. If I don't, I just have these 3. I could choose to spend them all right away and go to this guy here, and for 3 different coins, I get a privilege token. I take a token, I put it in front of me, and on a later turn, I can choose to use this token. Let's say I do that for my first turn. When you buy something, or when you deal with a merchant and you finalize the sale on that merchant, you take all the coins that you spent and you put them on your character tile. So my next turn, maybe I draw 3 more. I get, I haven't drawn any counterfeit coins yet. That's good. Let's say I do something different. I'm going to put a gold here and a turquoise here and a silver here. Okay. Next player goes. Maybe the blue player pulls out 3 silver and they decide, I'm just going to go buy this bracelet out from Eric. He doesn't need this. Clearly I need this here. I am on the down payment plan. I promised. I put down a coin to say I will buy this from you later, but Blue has immediate cash, is willing to spend it right now, gets the bracelet instead of me. So Blue will take these coins, put them on their character tile. Me, I did not actually buy this. I put this back in my bag to spend later because I did not actually spend it on the bracelet. Oh. What are the rewards for getting things? You have the victory points, which are depicted in these shields here. So Blue would get 4 victory points in this case, as well as a seal. Every player starts with a seal, and on a turn you can spend 1 seal to draw 2 additional tokens from your bag. The good thing about the seal is that you draw your 3 tokens from the bag, you lay them in front of you. If you don't like what you draw, you can spend that seal and draw 2 more. And then you see all the coins you have in front of you, maybe just 1 short for something you really want. So you can go digging and hope to find it in your bag. So Blue gets this bonus. Other bonuses that you can acquire. You can take another turn immediately. You can take 3 white tokens and add those to your bag. That is an awesome thing to have, because you get them immediately and you can draw them in future turns right away. However, the points you score, well, it's based on whatever your position is on the reputation track. If you're in first place, you get only 1 point. But 3 white coins, that's good, right? The perfumes over here give you a variety of things. It gives you a question mark. So if you satisfy this perfume, you buy it from the store, you turn over the top object tile, and that's how many points you get. 4 points. The range goes from 2 to 7. So you're not exactly sure what you're going to get when you buy this perfume, which I guess is kind of like buying perfume. You don't know it until you start to apply it and see whether people pass out or whether they ooh and ah over you. This one down here gives you no points. Those are the other types of perfume. Either you get a mystery number of points or you get no points, but you get a bonus. In this case, you get to, if you put down 3 different color coins, go into your bag and take 3 counterfeit coins from your bag and remove them, putting them over in this pile here. That's pretty awesome because you get to make your bag a lot sweeter with actual money instead of counterfeit coins. Now, when something is satisfied, as in the case here with this bracelet, whoever actually paid the cost gets the item. So Blue would move ahead 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. They get a bonus. They get to remove a counterfeit token from their bag. If they don't have any counterfeit ones in the bag because they've already drawn them all, too bad. You don't get the bonus here. But Blue gets the reward. Whoever has the second most coins down for this item gets a bonus seal. That's another seal, and that's true for every item here, except for the merchants. The merchants have no second place standing. If I would go and put some coins down for this guy, but I don't have enough yet to pay him, and Blue comes along and gives him the coins to get his privilege token, well, good, he gets his privilege token, but I've still got my 2 coins down here for later. He doesn't shun me just because I take a little time digging in my purse. Mercado is not a bag builder along the lines of Orléans. You start with 25 coins in your bag, 5 each in 5 colors, and you will have pretty much those coins to work with for the remainder of the game. You perhaps will be able to remove counterfeit coins by buying a particular item and getting that as a reward, or you'll land on a space on the reputation track that lets you remove one. Maybe you have to add one in. Maybe you will land on a space where you get to buy that item and everyone else, sort of as a penalty, I'm not sure how this works, they get a counterfeit coin that they have to immediately add to their bag. I'm not sure why the merchant has it in for everyone else or gets a slip in their bag, but we just roll with that. All right, so you will have the same number of turquoise and gold and silver and copper for the entirety of the game, except, of course, you are drawing them from your bag and spending them. So what happens with them? Let's pretend I've taken my first turn. I have these 3 coins on these 3 tiles. We'll pretend other people take their turn, but we're going to ignore what they actually do to give more examples of what happens when you're buying things. Well, this is straightforward. Turquoise, 3 silver. I get the bracelet. I get 4 points. I get to remove a counterfeit token from my bag, placing it on the side. I get a seal here. And then these 3 coins, which I have just spent, go onto my tile. I'm not sure how I get them back, but we'll just pretend this is future income coming to me. A very standard regulated income. This tile goes away and we get a new tile here. This one costs only 2 gold to get 4 points. However, you get a counterfeit coin in change from that vendor. So, do you want to mess up your bag in order to get something cheap? You will decide as you take more turns in the future. I draw something out, 2 copper and a counterfeit coin. When you draw a counterfeit coin from the bag, you have to put it on your tile and it just sits there. I'm not sure why you keep it. Maybe it has sentimental value. Your father was a crook, designed those coins. I'm not exactly sure. Well, we got something else. Counterfeit coin goes here. These I place down. And this woman, this merchant here, if you give her 3 coins of the same type, she gives you this universal coin. I guess she's very impressed by you having this monotonous set of coins to spend. And you place this somewhere where you can immediately satisfy that tile. If you cannot place this coin here and complete something, then you cannot go here and give this woman a triple of something. I spent these go on my tile. I spent these for the perfume, and I get some mystery number of points. I get 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4. I get a white universal token that goes in my bag. We take this perfume and goes away, and turn up a new one here. And this one, you complete this for no points, but you get 2 reputation tokens. Whoever comes in second does not get a bonus seal. What are these reputation tokens? Well, they can give you 1 to 3 points. They have some other bonus as well. So this one, when you play it, you take a counterfeit coin from your bag and get rid of it. This one, you give 1 to everyone else, and they have to soil their bags with it. Or you get a seal. Or you get a seal. And you can spend 1 of these at the beginning of your turn to advance on the track. So this is before you draw the coins and you're not sure what you're going to be able to do on the turn. But maybe I want to spend this one if I have it to go ahead 2 spaces. I'll get a seal for the future. Hopefully I can finish something that will give me 4 points and I can skip over this row here, which is all gonna soil my bags with counterfeit coins. Blah. Who wants that? On a turn, instead of drawing from your bag and putting coins down, you can choose to take everything that's on your character tile and put it back in your bag. And right now, I know that I have 2 counterfeit coins in there because I removed 1, yes. And from here, I've got 2 copper, I've got 3 turquoise. This one goes away after I spent it. I need 2 copper to complete this, but 3 of them are here and I have only 2 left. So maybe I want to put things back in the bag, or maybe I just want to let someone else take this and I get a seal as a bonus. I haven't even spent a seal yet. Let's say I just draw. Oh, I get good stuff here. So now I put this down, maybe I put this here, I get a token, I spend those, they go up here, and now I know I have a high percentage of counterfeit coins in the bag, so maybe on my next turn, I take everything and put it back in the bag. That's my entire turn. And then I will continue now with this juicy, refreshed bag that's going to look a lot better for drawing good stuff out of here instead of counterfeit coins. And there's an overview of Mercado, which I played 3 times now on a review copy from Thames and Cosmos, which is the North American branch of German publisher Cosmos. Played once with 2 players, twice with 3 players. It's a fairly straightforward, probability-based press your luck game. But unlike most other press your luck games that you can think of, you're not trying to roll dice where you're trying to hit a certain total, get some awesome thing, or you bust, or you're drawing cards from the deck. Oh, I get this awesome thing, or I bust. No, instead, the press your luck is sort of what you want to put a down payment on, right? What you want to drop your coins on first, sort of called dibs, and see whether you can actually get them later. Or, of course, try to earn seals, and so then you can dig deeper in later turns. But it's interesting, it's much more you looking to see what other people can do and trying to make judgments on that based on where you're going to put your coins. So I can look at another player's tile. I can see the red player has these coins sitting on their character tile. They have these coins sitting on the tiles in play because all the tiles are color-coded. Everyone puts their coins down on their particular sides so we can keep track of who is trying to get what. and I know what coins you have left in your bag. Maybe you have some of the white universal coins. Maybe you have counterfeit coins. Those numbers change up and down as the game progresses. But I know how many silver and turquoise and copper and gold you have left. Maybe I know what the odds are of you being able to scoop this out from under me. Do I want to add more and hope I can complete it next turn? Or am I going all in? Am I spreading things out? What do I want to do? Do I want the safe bet? Going to the merchant where I can get the privilege? How am I going to manage what I'm investing in? Sort of investment, if you want to think of it that way. What's going to pay off for me in the long run? You don't know, because you don't know what you're drawing. You don't know what the other person's going to draw. Maybe they have seal tokens. They can draw 5 things out of their bag. Who knows what's going to happen? So it's light in that it's a lot of luck in terms of what you're going to get from the bag, but of course, there's also managing what you're shooting for, being realistic about what you can possibly get from what's on the table. And that changes over the course of the game. We have big swings in the game. We had one game where one player was more than halfway around the reputation track. Another player had not even left the starting point, and I think I'd scored 3 or 4 points. It looked the person was just sweeping through everything, and yet I won that game. I don't know. Things turned around. Things started to get paying off for me. I would beat her to finishing something so she'd end up with a seal, and I'd get the points. I get the goods. I get the white tokens. Everything would go my way at the end, and I push ahead. You get the privilege tokens, which are very good for hitting those bonuses on the reputation track. And those can scoot you ahead a lot as you get those 2 and 3 spaces, and as you get the white coins, and well, as you get rid of counterfeit coins from your bag. Now, this is only the A side of the board. I had mentioned there was a B side, and the B side gives you the same but different. Of course, you can start anywhere you want. Again, that variable starting point is just like, it's a super simple, smart idea. And I don't know, I'm sure there's other games that have had it, but it stands out here as like a nice thing, nice feature to have. But what's more than that is you have these spaces where if you land on that space, everyone other than you gets a white universal token. So you definitely don't want that, and you got to try to plan for how to get around that based on what's there. Or everyone else gets a counterfeit coin dropped in their bag. We played this in one of our games, and I ended up with 10 counterfeit coins at one time, and then I had to weed them all out as it went on. You can get privilege tokens on here, which again, you can use in a future turn and scoot you ahead again. So things sort of compound as you're playing on this, also based on what comes up. Maybe the question marks pays off really well for you when you're going to the potion. Maybe not. It's pretty wild, all over the place. It's only a half hour to play, and it just has that great feel of sort of the mystery of pulling out of the bag. One thing I love with card games is always that like new hand each turn, and this replicates that where you're drawing from the bag and you're going to see what you get to spend. It's such an odd concept that I don't know what I have in my bag, or rather that I can't just spend it all. I've got a curse on me of some sort. A witch visited the town, and I'm limited only to pulling 3 coins from the bag, and then I'm stricken, and I can't do anything else for the rest of the day. I just gotta drop this one here and this one over here. Oh, that's all I can do. Unless I got a magic seal, which I find the strength to pull 2 more coins out of. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, I think I'm done. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Or maybe this is all just meant to simulate real time at the market, where I'm going to put this down and do this and do this. And it's like that supermarket shop off thing where you have to grab stuff off the shelf as quickly as you can, but I got to pull out the coins and just throw them willy-nilly. But in turns, not real time. We'll keep it smooth here. There you go. There's an overview of Mercado. Maybe you can buy it from the store if you pull the right coins from your pocket.